the emergence of Arden Key. This guy, the Raiders, he was a 3rd-round pick. He was a really productive player at LSU, which is a premium program. And he was like just a total disappointment. He had like 1 or 0 sacks for the Raiders, something crazy. And the Niners get him basically for nothing. The Raiders, meanwhile, poached Solomon Thomas from the Niners, really excited about it. Now, this guy is like a sack. I mean, he almost had 2 sacks in this game, except for this new rule, which is crazy. How is he doing what he's doing? What is this?
He was not only a premium player at LSU, he was, most people before his final season at LSU thought he would be a top 10 pick.
Right.
He then had issues with weight and different type of things that then pushed him down the draft board. And he was a risk when the Raiders took him. I do think the Raiders, it just didn't mesh from a personality standpoint. And I think it's credit to the Niners. So one thing that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have had down from day one is personalities seem to come to the Niners, and it seems to always mesh. Yeah. We have not had them have a massive falling out with the player, or a disagreement with the player, or a player really come out and
like how Harbaugh had with Brandon Jacobs, right?
Yeah. Or Alex Boone.
Yep. True.
We haven't had that, and so I think that's credit to them. But I tweeted yesterday, I'm an Arden Key stan. He's amazing. He's, to me, been one of the biggest contributors to this run, because Bosa's been playing better than Bosa was playing at the beginning of the season. But Bosa at the beginning of the season was already playing at an incredible level.
Yeah, they were losing games with Bosa dominating. Yeah, you can't do it by yourself.
They needed somebody else to come with him. And I know people in the chat are saying Bay Area Baller. I remember Bay Area Baller tweeted at me in the offseason.
That's why he is the Bay Area Baller.
Off-season edition, and he was absolutely right. Arden Key is fantastic. When he rushes from the inside, no guard can seemingly block him. He still gets pressure from the outside. I think Jordan Willis.
He's like their Justin Tuck, right? Isn't that what Justin Tuck would do for the Giants? He would.
Yeah.
Or would OC go inside at all, or was he just edge?
They all were.
Yeah, they all would kind of take turns, right? Anyway.
He's good, Grant. He's really good.
He's winning his one-on-ones. He has long arms. He has. How is he doing this? He's just beating these guards to the edge.
I think he's an explosive athlete. I think he's really long, and I think the other thing he does is, because he's so long, when he gets half a step and he's basically got half a man, meaning he's got a man on half of his body, he's able to get his arms up and really. There's not a stat for this, but Arden Key's pressures really disrupt throws more than anything. Yeah. I mean, he took away a touchdown yesterday with a quarterback hit on Matt Ryan, because he just absolutely destroyed the guard and walloped him. But Arden Key is phenomenal.
It just kills me that they basically swapped. They also got Hurst in the swap, but the Raiders were like, we want Solomon Thomas. Like, Solomon Thomas never works half a man. What he does, when he gets a sack, it's because he's locked on a guy and a quarterback starts running around and he can disengage and run sideways. That's it to me. This guy actually can beat guys one-on-one. Man, they're getting him for $1 million this year?
This is
wow.
He's replaced. This is what they signed Ebukam to be. This is what D Ford was supposed to be, but they knew they couldn't rely on his health. And they were able to get him and Arden Key turning into this. This is one of the best signings of the entire offseason. We have to credit, because we always get on him, right? Like, oh, you spent so much money on Jet McKinnon and it didn't work out. How about spending $1 million on Arden Key?
Their bargain signings always bail out their over, when they bust on players that they overspend on. D Ford didn't work out. Oh, it's cool. We got Arden Key for $1 million. Great. Do that every time.
I'll say this too. He's better than Kerry Hyder Jr. last year. He's just flat out better than him to me.